Fire safety. This is a video of a nursing home that's burning, obviously. A horrible fire. They call it the Cherry Street Nursing Home fire. And an employee had set that fire. When you do a fire drill here at Divine, I want you to write your names here. I need to keep track of that. I just wanted to throw that in somewhere in this talk. At any rate, nationwide, 2,300 nursing home fires are reported each year, or 1 for every 7 nursing homes, according to NFPA. We had a nursing home fire. In a sense, it was over in Lake Villa. I mean, we had firemen, hose, water all over the carpet, and I'll talk more about that later. What is the most common cause of death in a fire? Smoke inhalation. What we use to remember what to do during a fire is RACE. R stands for rescue. See, he's rescuing him away from the fire. A is alert. C is contain. We have the fire doors closed. And E is extinguished. I want to talk a little bit about the fire doors. When the fire doors in Lake Villa were closed, anywhere in the nursing home, you could not smell that fire. Even when I got up to the fire doors, I could not smell the fire, and the whole area was filled with smoke. Rescue. Obviously, you get a resident and rescue them from the fire. You need to bring them through the fire doors and make sure they shut afterwards. It takes about an hour for the fire to burn through the fire doors. Alarm. You pull the pull at the pull station, the closest one. You should do that before you announce overhead, because we want the fire department there as soon as possible.
This year for the Fire Pole Olympics, athletes are Madonna from the kitchen, Shelly Gray from activity, and Gordon from nursing. Chloe from nursing is the first. She has to go down 3 resident hallways. Blue hallways are long, and hopefully she's done endurance training. She's taking off down Blue Hall with great strength and speed. Pointing to the 10th man in the pole with great stuff. Here she goes down Green Hall, but it looks like she might be tiring. The sure will. She gathers the point to the pole, and the next man at the end of Metcalfe Hall, he's going into the sun. It might cost her precious time. Donna is going to the service hall back door of the kitchen and chapel pole. She comes down the service hall. She's determined. Wow, what great strength she shows when she pulls that pole. She's finding the back door kitchen pole. That is tough, but not for this Ashley. Here she goes. She actually has energy left. She thinks that she has won this event. Well, we'll see. Shelter is going to the pole around the corner at the end of the Rose Hall, across from the front door business office, and service pole reversed. Wow! She is a quick and fierce athlete. She is determined to get that pole, and she does. She makes the sharp 93 turn with ease and lightning speed and pulls the pole. This is going to be a close event. Who's going to win the event? Oh, we're not sure, but it is Madonna from the kitchen. Yay!
We have fire panels located at the nurses' station, across from the business office, at the St. Mary Street exit going out to from Lake Villa, down the service hallway. That particular panel you could go in and look at, but rather you didn't set it there. When there is a fire and you know where it is, you're to announce overhead, code red wherever, code red wherever. And whoever gets to the phone first should make the announcement. Contain. To contain a fire, you need to shut the doors around it. As I said earlier, the big fire doors take about an hour to burn through, so do the walls. The other doors on the resident rooms take about 20 minutes. And we do shut off vent fans because they blow air into the area, which makes fires bigger. The vent fan down Rose Hall is in the middle of the hallway. Down Green Hallway, it's at the end. Down Peach, it's at the end. And down Blue, it's at the end as well. Extinguisher. You use an extinguisher using the acronym PASS. Pull the pin, aim at the base of the fire, squeeze the trigger, and sweep side to side. Our fire extinguisher, there's one portable in the kitchen, one big one mounted in the kitchen. When we have a fire blanket in the kitchen, if you notice on the right picture, there's a switch, and you have to pull the pull in that switch and turn it to make that big extinguisher on the wall go off on the stove. That is so you don't have to get near the stove if there's a fire on the stove. In Rose Hall, we have an extinguisher. In Blue Hall, in Green and Peach Halls, they're all about a third of the way down the hall, except for Rose. It's kind of at the turn in Rose Hall. There's one outside of Activities. There's one on the other side of the wall across from Medical Records. If you note the lady on the left, she's actually pulling a pull, but the fire extinguisher is on the other side. There's one in the service hall, and then there's one at the end of the service hall. I am missing one extinguisher in these pictures. Do you know which one it is? And it would be worth a lot of brownie points if you know it and tell me. What do you do here at Devine when you see the cardboard fire? We run a fire drill. This is how I expect a fire drill to be run. Okay, so you get the idea how our fire drills run. I am also going to show you how to reset the fire panel. I want as many people to know how to do that, because if you only see it once a year, between all of you, maybe you can remember. And the other thing you need to do after the alarms have gone off is to check the fire gate outside and make sure it closed afterwards. It should. There's a magnet there, but sometimes it doesn't close properly. So check that. And the charge nurse responsibilities after a fire drill or an actual fire, obviously make sure the location of the fire has been announced. Assign someone to take the extinguisher to the fire if no one's doing it. If it is a real fire, we call 911. The alarm system should have told them, obviously, that it's a real fire, but there tends to be so many false alarms, they may be a little slower. So we call 911 to let them know we have a real problem. We assign someone to meet the firemen. We obviously are going to assist in the evacuation and get a head count. And you need to reset the alarm and fill out the fire report and make sure the front gate is shut. So in review, rescue, alarm, contain, and extinguished. The end.